this guy, man with the dog, has odd comeback for anyone who says he's not a real dad. This is what he says. Okay. This man with the dog says he is just as much a dad as anybody that has kids.
To anyone who thinks I'm not a real dad because I only have a dog and no human children, well, guess what? She was acting weird a couple months ago, so I brought her to the vet. Guess what they ended up prescribing her? Prozac. That's right, I raised this dog for 10 years, and she needs antidepressants. Tell me that's not some real father-daughter.
Okay. I mean, he's got a point there.
What, because his dog is on Prozac?
Yeah.
After he raised her for 10 years?
He's been raising the dog for 10 years.
And now the dog's on Prozac.
Yeah.
Cool. Maybe there's similarities to, because you have to take the kid to the doctor.
Yeah.
1-855-FU-Billy. I know that because a lot of people came to this guy's defense and said, you know what? Raising a dog is just as difficult as it is to raise a child. But, the difference is that children grow up and they move out and they go on their own.
Yeah.
Dogs never do. You are making a lifetime commitment to that dog to feed them, get them health care. I mean, that is a lifetime expensive commitment, and there's no difference between that and somebody that's raising a child. Let me go to Lacey. What's up, Lacey?
Well, I just want to say, yeah, I agree. I mean, all the things you do for your dog are, just as much as you would do for a child. Yeah, and in my opinion, there really isn't that much of a difference because they're a parent. You are a parent to this living being that needs you to survive.
Right.
There are similarities, but it stops short of it being an actual, parent to a kid. It just does.
Yeah.
Well, with a dog, it's, like I always say, it's like a forever toddler. You have to care for them and nurture them, and they need guidance and praise. I have a dog, and I just feel like he needs constant reminders on how to behave, and it's just, it is a lot of work, and people say it's not real parenting, and I think that's a really uninformed opinion when it comes to how much work.
I think people are seriously, very
money.
mentally ill. You know what I mean?
This lady doesn't sound mentally ill.
I know, but she obviously has some underlying issues.
She loves her pet.
Yeah, we don't know. I mean, there's something obviously off with her.
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am, I don't think there's anything off with you. Some people
she
love
takes
animals.
She thinks it's the same thing, and it's not. So
No, I'm just saying if you're a responsible pet owner and you actually care about your animal, you have to do things for it. It's not right to just, you don't just give it food and water and be like, all right, see ya, and leave for 8 hours a day. I think that's really wrong. You wouldn't do that with a kid. You can't do that with a dog.
You can do that with a dog.
People
do that with dogs every day.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's wrong, though. I mean, they still fine. If you have a job, I get it. But, you have to, as opposed to working from home,
I mean, they have doggy daycares now, Derek.
Listen to this lady, though.
A lot of people drop their dog off for daycare now.
But did you hear this lady?
Exactly.
This lady literally just said, you could, you could just leave your kid at home with some water and, a little bit of food or whatever. Your kid will be fine, but you can't do that with a dog.
That's not what I said. I said you can't do it with either of them. I said you can't do it with either of them. You're not
said
listening.
that.
Yeah.
No, that's not
That's
what
insane.
I said.
Hold on. Let me go to another dog mom. Yes, ma'am. Don't hang up, Lacey. Yes, you're a dog mom.
Okay, so I totally agree with the lady. I am a dog mom. Actually, just dropped my dogs, my babies, at daycare.
Yep.
They need a lot of attention. They have to, I agree with her that they need constant reassurance. They need direction. They love you. They do everything that children do except, pardon me, and I, you know what? This is my first time calling, and Derek, you calling her mentally ill is so...
It's rude. I'm with you, ma'am. That is rude.
It's accurate.
It is rude. And here's another thing. I'm with you, dog mom. I think Derek's being rude. I'm going to tell you another thing. With a dog, they're always forever in the toddler stage. So you have to constantly care for them.
Agreed. And like I said, mine go to daycare. Mine get spoiled just like the child does.
Okay, do you celebrate birthdays and stuff like that?
Child.
Right? Because that's fun. Have you had
absolutely
Yes,
do.
that's the best.
Psychotic.
And I take them to daycare to do that. They spoil my babies, and I appreciate them. And they're not gonna love. They're gonna love my dog just as much as I do.
And dog mom, don't you agree too that do they have birthday parties at the daycare for your dog?
Sometimes they do.
Yeah, that's cool.
They used to. They kind of got away from it because of COVID.
Right, but I think that's coming
know,
back.
but-
They're bringing that back.
Participate in the mental illness.
Oh, Derek doesn't have a dog.
He's got
but-
two
not be a dog
girls that he
owner.
calls good boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a responsible pet owner.
Yes, they're pets.
Okay? They're pets.
When
I
their
don't
time
know.
is almost
They
over.
are pets. I agree.
Yeah, but okay. Here's the difference.
They're
Like,
children.
my dogs, when they live their life, right? They live their life and they're teenagers, they're 14, 15, and they start to like break down. Like I'll just take them out and shoot them.
Oh my gosh!
You
what's
don't
wrong
do
with you?
that.
Yeah, I
You
know.
don't do
I'm
that
mentally
with
What is your
kids.
problem?